Namaskara. This is another toolbox video on this concept of Davaru. Davaru is a suffix that you can easily add to identify people. I'll just show you examples. It's actually pretty useful. Okay, so Davaru suffix for easy identification of what? Of people. So Avaru Chennai Davaru, he is from Chennai. Mysore Davaru, Mumbai Davaru, Delhi Davaru, like that. So you can just put the name of the place and then say Davaru. Okay, so it means he's from that place. Okay, and this Davaru can be used for other things also. Avaru Sarkar Davaru, he is from the government. Sarkar Davaru. BBMP Davaru, office Davaru, ನಮ್ಮ office Davaru ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, like that. So it means people from my office. Davaru generally is a suffix that you can add people of a certain group. Here, Pakkada Maneyavaru. Here I've highlighted, it's not Mane Davaru, Mane Yavaru. Why? Because Mane is a ending noun. So for a ending noun, when you want to add Avaru to it, you have to put a Ya in between, because that's your Sandhi rule, right? This we learnt it in nouns. Okay, so Mane Yavaru, Pakkada Mane Yavaru means neighbors. Kelasagararu, Kelasa ending, so Kelasagararu, or you can also say Kelasadavaru, not an issue, because Kelasa ending, the can be used after that. So you can say Kelasadavaru or Kelasagararu, both are fine. It means worker. It's common gender, any worker. It means the worker who comes to your house to do cleaning, washing utensils, they are also Kelasagararu, Kelasadavaru. People who, who cut what you call grasses in the common area, they are also workers. People who work on the road, when they put the roads, they are also, any worker is Kelasagaru. Okay, then you have you can also say black shirt Davaru, red sari Davaru. So you can identify people with Davaru, whatever, right? Whatever they are wearing, black shirt or red sari, whatever. Okay, then you can also add it to nouns. That is the beauty. Add it to verbs. That is the beauty of it. For example, present tense who ending. Haaduvavaru, haaduva, singing, the person who is singing. Haaduva avaru, haaduvavaru. Maduvavaru, the one who is doing. Maduva avaru, maduvavaru. This haaduva, maduva, these are all called present participles. Okay, Haduva, Maduva, these are all called present relative participles. So you say Haduvavaru, Maduvavaru. Noduvavaru, the one who is seeing. Tinnuvavaru, the one who is eating. So you can identify people with this Avaru, and that's where this Davaru came. Davaru is if you generally add it for English words, right? Avaru is what you have to add, and if it's a Kannada word, you have to put the correct sandhi. For example, Mane plus Avaru, Maneyavaru. Okay, so if it's a Kannada word, then here Kelasa ending Kelasa Davaru is fine, right? Kelasa plus Avaru, Kelasa Davaru. Now, so Davaru is a general word that you use if it's a English word in front of it, right? But if it's a Kannada word, you have to use the proper sandhi. Okay, so that's the idea, and it can be used for verbs as well. Haaduvavaru, Maduvavaru, Noduvavaru, Tinnuvavaru, like that. If you want to identify the person. So present tense non-u ending, you have to add the u. Kudiyuvavaru, the one who is drinking. Kudiyuvavaru, right? So for example, Madhyapana Kudiyuvavaru, Arogya hal madukoltare. Madhyapana means drinks, alcohol, right? So people who drink alcohol, they spoil their health. So Madhyapana Kudiyuvavaru, ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನ ಹಾಳು means to destroy. ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ because they are spoiling their own health, right? So that's why the kollu is used as a auxiliary verb. So ಮದ್ಯಪಾನ ಕುಡಿಯುವವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. So ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ is how you say it. Then Hidiyuvaru, the one who is catching. Hidi is to catch. Hidiyuvaru. Kariyuvaru. Kari is actually kare. Kare means to call. And in spoken Kannada, kare will become kari. Kariyuvaru is one who is calling. Like that. So this avaru suffix is pretty easy to use. Okay, let's look some examples. Sentences with Davaru. Pakkada manayavaru ತಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯ ಬೀಗ ಕೈ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋದರು. The neighbors gave their house keys and went to their village. Key is biga kai. Okay, biga is lock, kai is key, biga kai. Okay, so this is how you say keys, house keys, right? So bagilu biga kai. Bagilu is door. Biga means the bolt or the lock on the door. Biga kai means the key. Okay, then so the neighbors gave their house keys and went. So pakkada manayavaru, neighbors. Then ಇವತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸದವರು ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಮನೆ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು. Okay, so this is a good construction. I'll just spend some time explaining this. Today my domestic worker did not come. I ended up doing all the work, or I ended up doing all the housework. Okay, now literally this ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗೆ. So this ಮಾಡೋ is ಮಾಡುವ. Okay, ನಾನು ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ. ಹಾಗೆ means like that. ಹೀಗೆ means like this. Okay, so this ಹಾಗೆ is used when it's used after a verb. ಮಾಡು ಮಾಡುವ. ನಾನು ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು means it ended up, it turned out that I had to do all the work. And that's how you say it in Kannada, where you say ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು. So ಹಾಗೆ is like that. So literally what it means is ನಾನು ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು means it happened so, it happened like I did all the housework. Okay, ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು. So other ways of using hage is, for example, if somebody has come to your house as a visitor, then you'll say, okay, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಫಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. They will say, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. So this is like a polite way of saying, I'm going to make coffee for you. You cannot say no, like that. So ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, right? Annu is to tell. So you cannot tell no. And the way they say it is not like you can say no. That is why that like is used, the hage. Illa annuva hage illa. It is like a polite way of rejecting them from saying no, because this is your visitor. I mean, this is your atiki. So you want to give them coffee, right? So illa annuva hage illa means you cannot say no just because you're being modest. So you cannot say no, like that. So that is the construction that you need to get used to in Kannada. This is like a very common construction. So be aware of it. When you hear it, you will know it. So ನಾನು ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು. Maybe I'll make a video just for this type of construction. If I can collect a few of this, I'll do it. But just be aware of this. Initially, I got a bit, when I was learning Kannada, I got a bit confused with this construction. Then I got used to it. It's actually pretty easy to use. So ನಾನು ಮಾಡುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, like that. You cannot say no, like that. Okay, so let's move on. So ಹೂಗಾರರು ಇವತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಹೂ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೂಗಾರರು, ಹೂ means flowers. So ಹೂಗಾರರು, ಕೆಲಸಗಾರರು. So you can add this ಗಾರರು for these type of people who are doing that work. Okay, ಹೂಗಾರರು ಇವತ್ತು, today, namage, for us, ಹೂ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. The flower person did not give flowers to us today. Okay, ಹೂಗಾರರು. So ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡುವವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮನೆ ತೋರಿಸಿ. The cooks have come, show them our kitchen. For example, you have a big function in your house and you have called cooks from outside to do the cooking. So they are the ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡುವವರು, right? ಮಾಡುವವರು, ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡುವವರು. Then ಹಣ್ಣು ಮಾರುವವರು, here ಮಾರು means to sell. Okay, ಹಣ್ಣು is fruits. ಹಣ್ಣು ಮಾರುವವರು ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. The fruit seller has not given the change yet, has not yet given change yet. So ಇನ್ನೂ ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, has not given. Okay, ಹಣ್ಣು ಮಾರುವವರು, ಮಾರು is to sell. So ಹಣ್ಣು ಮಾರುವವರು ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. So maru can also be used as maratta madu. That is also used very commonly instead of just saying maru, right? For example, hannu maratta maduvavaru. Maratta means selling. So hannu maratta maduvavaru ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Or you can say hannu ಮಾರುವವರು ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಚಿಲ್ಲರೆ is change, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, has not given. ಆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅರಣ್ಮನೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರನೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. The buyer of that big palace must be a very rich person. So ಆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅರಮನೆ, ಮನೆ is house, ಅರಮನೆ is palace. ಅರಮನೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳು is to buy, ಮಾರು is to sell, ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳು is buy. So ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವವರು means buyer. ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರನೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. See, ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು means rich, ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರನೇ. So this ne is a clitic here. It means you are giving emphasis. It has to be, it must be like that. It must be, you're certain that it has to be a rich person buying that big palace, because poor people are they cannot afford to buy a palace. He has to be a super rich is what we are trying to say. Not just a normal rich person, but a very rich person, because it's a dodda aramane, it's a big palace. So ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರನೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. Right here, ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವವರು, ಮಾರುವವರು, these are all very easy way to identify people using the suffix of avaru. ಮಾಡುವವರು, ನೋಡುವವರು, ತಿನ್ನುವವರು, like that. Okay, so for example, ಈ ಔಷಧಿಯನ್ನ ತಿನ್ನುವವರು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. People who drink this medicine will become healthy, like that. ತಿನ್ನುವವರು. So this is a very easy way to use the identify people using the action they are doing, the things that they are wearing, or the food that they are selling, whatever, right? The profession that they are doing. So using that you can easily identify. I gave that example of BBMP Davaru, like that. I think there is one more slide I have for sentences. Yes, I have one more slide. So BBMP Davaru illi inspection ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. BBMP people have inspected this place and gone. BBMP Davaru. So this is a easy way of saying people from BBMP, right? Illi inspection ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. They have done the inspection and gone. Okay. So BBMP is Brihad Bangalore Mahanagar Palike. This is the Bangalore Corporation office. They manage the Bangalore city. So that's the BBMP. Bruhat means big, or what you call huge. That's Bruhat. So Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagara. Mahanagara is big city. Palike. Palike is like a protector. Palisu means to protect and to take care of, to nurture. So this is Palike, came from the Palisu. Okay, it means to take care of it. Okay, so that's Palisu. So that is your BBMP. Okay, so clinic davaru. Clinic davaru means people from the clinic. Clinic davaru call ಮಾಡಿದರು. Doctor ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇವತ್ತೇ appointment ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. So this is how the native Kannada people will speak. Okay, so clinic people called. Okay, clinic people means clinic davaru, somebody, some receptionist or whatever from the clinic, right? It seems, why we say it seems, because there is this anta. It seems we can take doctor's appointment today itself. So this today itself. So ivatte, ivattu is today. Ivatte, if you say ivatte means today itself. So clinic davaru call ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. They called doctor ಹತ್ತಿರ with the doctor. Ivatte, today itself, appointment ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. So you can take appointment today itself. Maybe they had told previously that you cannot take appointment today because he's busy, but now they called and said you can take appointment. So that is clinic davaru. Anta, they will finish it with the anta, means it seems. Okay, then ತರಕಾರಿಗಾರರು ಉಳಿದ ತರಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಹಸುವಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂದರು. ಹಸು means cow. The vegetable seller, ತರಕಾರಿಗಾರರು, okay, said that the remaining vegetables, ulida tarakarigalu means remaining vegetables. Ulisu, I have told this before, it's actually not, people may not know this. Ulisu means to save, okay, but when you say ulida tarakari means the remaining, right? That's what remain. Initially I had difficulty finding out the Kannada word for remaining. Whatever is remaining, right? That is called ulida. Okay. For example, ulida annavanna ನೀವೇ ಹಾಕಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You can put all the rice, remaining rice. Everybody has eaten. So ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಉಳಿದ ಅನ್ನವನ್ನ, anna is rice, cooked rice. ಉಳಿದ ಅನ್ನವನ್ನ ನೀವೇ ಹಾಕಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So you can put all the remaining rice yourself. You don't have to keep the rice for others. That's your ulida. Okay. Ulisu is the verb to save. So ulida ತರಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ, Okay, the remaining vegetable, hasuvige, to the house, to the cow. Hasu is cow. Hasuvige kottu bidi, give it off, like that. Kottu bidi, andaru, he said, like that. Annu is to say, andaru means he said. Okay, so he gave the he said remaining vegetable, just give it to the cow. Okay, urban club hair styling ಮಾಡುವವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೊದಲು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾನಿಟೈಸರ್ ಕೊಡಿ. Urban club hairstylist has come. So urban club, as you know, in Bangalore it's very popular, where these are people who give service for different things, cleaning your house, doing your hairstyle at home, haircutting and all sorts of stuff. So urban club hairstylist has come. So how do you say urban club hairstyling ಮಾಡುವವರು? Finally you put ಮಾಡುವವರು. Hairstyling ಮಾಡುವವರು, haircutting ಮಾಡುವವರು, clean ಮಾಡುವವರು, like that. Clean ಮಾಡುವವರು. So that is the easy way to identify people based on their profession. Just say their profession in English and say ಮಾಡುವವರು. ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, has come. ಮೊದಲು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾನಿಟೈಸರ್ ಕೊಡಿ. Give them sanitizer first. ಮೊದಲು. Then ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟೋಕನ್ ಮುಗಿದಿದೆ, ಉಳಿದವರು ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. Today's token is finished, remaining people come tomorrow. So ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟೋಕನ್ ಮುಗಿದಿದೆ, has finished. Okay, so ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮುಗಿಸು is to finish. ಮುಗಿದಿದೆ means has gotten finished. So ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟೋಕನ್, for example, they are giving token for, I don't know, getting free food or something like that. So ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟೋಕನ್ ಮುಗಿದಿದೆ. ಉಳಿದವರು, again ಉಳಿದ plus ಅವರು, ಉಳಿದವರು, remaining people. Okay, ಉಳಿದವರು ನಾಳೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, please come tomorrow. So that was the last slide. This was the idea of davaru in summary. Very easy to use when you want to identify people based on their profession, and you can also use English words as profession. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.